I have a choice of motorcycles this morning, and I'm going to pick this Eldorado. Stunning bike. Both of them wonderful bikes.
White gas, yeah.
Sorry, I'm probably not doing it right.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, I shouldn't have used the throttle.
Yeah, so just super light gas.
Wow. Oh. Oh, I love that heel toe shifter. It's so smooth. Well, good morning, guys. We are heading out to the Moto Guzzi breakfast over near Mount Hood, a little place called Welch's, and I'll show you obviously when we get there, but it's just after 7 a.m. We've got about an hour and a little bit's ride, and look what I'm on. I'm on this massive Moto Guzzi Eldorado. This is the ex-police bike that belongs to John, who has very graciously allowed me to ride it over here to breakfast. And I had to come on a Moto Guzzi, right, to a Moto Guzzi breakfast. So he said, take your pick, whichever bike you'd like to ride. And of course, this is my first choice, obviously. Fantastic bike. First impressions, it's pretty large compared to what I'm used to riding. He's got all the accessories on this, so it's fully loaded, so to speak. It's extremely comfortable and, you know, very, very stable. Very, very comfy to ride. Lovely to ride, actually, once you're going. Has a magnificent sort of feel to it, you know, very stately-like. And feels super powerful. I think, what is this? Just 850, and yet it's still very, very powerful indeed for these sorts of speeds, obviously. But this is just wonderful. I'm loving it. Of course, it's got the running boards as well, so very, very comfy on the feet as well. You know, you haven't got them on the pegs. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like effortless going over these little potholes. You hardly feel them compared to some of the other bikes. So we're on the freeway now, and it feels very, very comfortable. You actually feel like you're on a much bigger and a much more modern motorcycle than an old 70s motorcycle, for sure. I love those turn signals, they're fantastic. Still working on the corners, but yeah. You feel like you have more presence on the road than our little old Commandos. It just beats along. It's really good like this. Surprisingly very light at the top end, actually. I thought it'd be pretty heavy, but it isn't. The centre of gravity obviously must be quite low. It's lighter than my Thruxton, to be honest. You know, like this, you can do this very, very easily. Yeah, super light. Very smooth feel as well to it. John's got this set up really nicely because, I mean, the throttle is very, very light. It's really, really smooth to ride. Feel like you're on a cockpit with all these instrument lights here. He explains what all the buttons and the lights are in the video. It was fascinating. Oh, it's a lovely, cool, fresh morning, as you can tell. Just fabulous, because we've had some really hot, warm days here in Oregon. There's the river down there. Well, you can certainly appreciate how this is just a mile muncher. I don't feel like we've even set off yet, and this is just wonderful to ride. Yep, we're not going that fast. Oh, it's delightful down here. I've never been down here before. It's gone a little overcast. I'm certainly glad I wore my fleece, can you believe it? Yesterday it was sweltering, and today here in the forest it's beautiful and cool. There's a lot going on. I feel like I'm turning a cruise ship round the corners. It's wonderful. Well, you certainly know your turn signals are on. Oh, I hardly felt that. Oh, what a great ride. Really enjoyed this. We are just on the other side of Sandy, Oregon, taking the back route. It's not that great now. It's deteriorated a little bit. Okay, we're on a different Moto Guzzi and a very, very different riding experience. Really enjoyable, very smooth. Still has a sense of the old bike, you know, in terms of the feedback that you get from the engine. But obviously much smoother, sportier definitely. And what a weird day for weather. It was actually very cold coming over those last few miles, and it was a bit dull, so I didn't take any video of those last few miles. In fact, it started raining, and it's raining a bit now, but hopefully the sun will come out soon. But boy, it was a bit chilly by the time we got to the restaurant. And that was a lovely breakfast, very, very nice. Well, this is certainly not the day I expected, but luckily we're on the road cruiser on this Moto Guzzi, and it's very, very comfortable. I like that little fairing, that seems to work really well. Well guys, it's a little bit miserable now, so I'm going to sign off. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next week. I'm really grateful to you, John, for letting me ride these two wonderful bikes. Another very, very enjoyable experience. Haha. Kind of get that rumble when you're pulling back the throttle on these Moto Guzzis. It's very distinct, very similar to the one in front actually. There's a very nice feeling of the feedback from the engine. This bike obviously corners significantly easier than that one, but that was fun. I enjoyed that. It was a very enjoyable bike to ride that. I love that toe heel shifter. I thought that was great.